What up, Earth Tribe? We are here live. Well, not live, but you know what I mean. To do your year ahead forecast. So the way I've been doing these is I pull a lesson card for all earth signs collectively, and then I go through each sign individually. We cover your general spiritual energy, the energy around love, and the energy around money and finances. Some of you may have seen that I put up a big spread for Aquarius. That's the spread that you will get if you pay for a private reading and you get the year ahead forecast. However, with the amount of private clients that I have the pleasure of working with, as well as, just holiday things and me learning how to, take more deliberate time off, I just couldn't get around, I just couldn't get around to doing such a massive spread for all 12 signs. So here we are. As always, thank you for your patience. Believe it or not, I haven't even had this channel for a year yet. Technically, I started the channel like a year ago, but I haven't been making tarot forecasts for a year. So thank you all for being here with me. I literally would not be here without you. Woo! Overall energy for all Earth signs 2018 relationships. I'm attracting those who serve my higher good. Guys, it's happening. No, just kidding. Okay, so this is really in alignment with something I channeled last night through a dream, or rather was shown through a dream. And if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, that's there for you. I was considering putting it, I don't know if you guys know about the community tab that is now a feature on YouTube. If you go to like my channel or anybody's channel, there's a tab now that says community. I post photos there. I post little like messages to you guys there. So check that out. I'm going to post what I channeled there as well. Saturn and Capricorn is not allowing any half-stepping, okay? Or anyone to just sell themselves short anymore. If you sell yourself short, you're going to suffer in a way that you haven't before. Okay. So there is Taurus. Where is Virgo? But I hope you guys all are having an amazing beginning of your holiday season. Timestamps are in the description, so no fear. All right, lovely. Here we go. Taurus, you're up first. Your overall energy, Taurus, is balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Taurus, in between March and May, Uranus is finally going to travel into your sign after being in Aries for quite some time, I believe like 7 years. So balance is key now more than ever. And especially when it comes to relationships, I think it's important that not only are your relationships balanced, meaning the time that you spend alone versus the time you spend with people, but also that your energetic boundaries are balanced in relationship, okay? All of that is really important. Overall energy spiritually this year, Taurus, is 6 of Swords, okay? So we're moving away from things that are limiting whether we like it or not. 6 of Swords is always a necessary transition. It's necessary to escape, right? Even though you're not actually escaping in like a Pisces, otherworldly way. It's necessary to leave behind any and everything that is limiting your mind, limiting your ability to uplift yourself, limiting your ability to really just feel your best self, okay? There's, again, with balance here, as important as the earthly realm is, as important as things are, as important as stability that you can see, feel, touch, hear are, you have to also be able to have that spiritual practice to back up all of that stuff. Okay, so everything that you can think of, it needs to come into harmony. Your spiritual energy is Judgment, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So I really love all of this. This is a really beautiful energy. So with Judgment here coming up first, anything that has been really difficult for you to discern, because Judgment is the second to last card of the major arcana. So when we get to Judgment, we're at a crossroads, right? Right before the final tip, right? Right before you close that chapter. You have to understand from an objective standpoint what you went through and why. Without getting in your feelings, without getting upset, without impressing your personal opinion, because our ego is always going to have a personal opinion, right? Our heart's always going to have a personal opinion, but the higher, broader, more expansive self that we all have, right? Our connection to source allows us to know the truth, right? The omnipresent truth of all situations. So you're going to get a chance to see where you have faltered, where you have given your power away, where you have allowed situations, especially karmic ones, right? Ones that are playing out old programs to continue, okay? And you're coming into your best self, Taurus. You're coming into what you know how to do best. If you have been lacking confidence over the last couple years, I really feel like, I think it's been a while, this is the rectification, right? And with the Ace of Swords here, sorry about the glare, anything that has not been clear to you thus far is becoming clear. And because we have the 6 here as well, combined with the Ace, that's 7. So just to touch on the 7 of Swords really quick, I think more than anything, Taurus, you're going to see where you allow your energy to leak out of your field, or where other people impress upon your field, where you don't set boundaries on your spiritual space, okay? And then people do that a lot of different ways. Personally, I don't align with what many people call shielding, which is like calling in white light or golden light and enveloping yourself. Not that it doesn't work. I personally just don't use it. It does work. I've had it work, but for me, it makes me feel too much disconnect from my surroundings. Okay, so I've learned that it's not that there's something that I need to protect myself from, as much as I need to know who I am and be strong and secure in who I am. And when I know what I am and what I align with and what I don't align with, then I can go and converse with people and commingle with people that have views that are very different than mine, and I don't feel pressured to bend to or take in their energy, because you can read or perceive someone's energy without being sucked into it, okay? And that comes with, you know, a certain form of mastery, but it is possible. All right, Spirit, so what is coming in for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising as it relates to love? Okay. Love, Taurus, 2018. Okay. The overall energy is the King of Wands. Then we have the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. Now, a couple different things here. Obviously, you know, you could be dealing with all different types of people, whatever signs. I don't feel this is a fire sign that's coming in. I do feel like the King of Wands is the energy that you're embodying in your relationships, especially because, remember, the overall theme is balance in relationships for you guys. So to create that, you have to be the one who draws the boundaries in relationships. You have to be the one who's the active participant in relationships. Not that your partner isn't going to be actively participating, but you basically can't afford to be passive in relationships anymore. You need to take charge. You need to be confident about what you are and aren't engaging in, okay? It can't be some like passive experience anymore. It has to be something that is very much active, okay? Also, don't be afraid to pursue something, someone, or speak out if you're currently in a relationship. Speak out on what you need, what you want. Don't just let relationships take their own course, okay? You need to actively steer it. Okay, and if the person that you're already with, the person that you're dealing with or wanting to deal with, if they don't like the course that you're taking, well then, I guess they're not going to follow your map and they're going to get their own compass. Okay, with the Hermit here, backed by the Queen of Swords, even though the Queen of Swords typically, you know, can be an air sign, it also can be a Virgo. So some of you may be dealing with a Virgo. Particularly if it's a woman. I don't think that resonates for the Taurus women that are watching this. But don't be afraid to be alone, Taurus, okay? Because Taurus, I love you guys so much. However, you do a lot of things out of comfort, out of security, okay? And that's not a very balanced situation for the most part. So don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to take time apart. And I don't mean like a break. I mean like literally just don't always be with your partner. You know, it's okay to remove yourself from your partner physically for a little while, and really investigate on where you are and aren't invested in relationship, how relationships are serving you, okay? Because then you can come back and be objective, Queen of Swords. There's a need to not be in a gray area anymore. You need to be very, very clear on where you're headed. She's facing the future position. Where is she headed? She's also, she's like this on my table. She's looking right at the Six of Pentacles, okay? And the Six of Pentacles really, like, balance, like your overall theme is asking, again, who is in control in this situation? Who is in control? And it's okay if some days it's you and some days it's your partner or whatever. But again, if you don't know what your energy feels like in relationship to someone else's energy, like if you can't tell what energy signature and vibrations are yours and what is somebody else's, you're going to have a really difficult time. So there's really no room to be muddled here, okay? Because reciprocity is the name of the game. And if you're not doing anything to claim reciprocity, behind that is the devil. You're going to feel extremely bound. But behind the devil comes the magician. If you know your power and you are very, very self-assured in what is yours and what is somebody else's, and that you always have the tools at your disposal to bring about whatever change you desire, all is well, okay? Know that relationships do require compromise to an extent. And I say to an extent because we should never be giving up our values, and we should never be giving up what we know deep in our heart is necessary for us. However, when you come together with another person, there are always going to be certain adjustments that have to be made. But if you can't afford that price, right? Because everybody has their price. If you can't afford to pay somebody's fee, if you will, then be honest about that. Okay? Don't go broke. And also don't sell anybody else short either. All right, Taurus? So balance is a huge, being clear, not letting comfortability or patterns really control anything, because we're attracting the highest vibrational relationships possible. All right, Spirit. And what is the energy for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in 2018 as it relates to finances and career? Finances and career. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. The overall energy on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords again, and the Eight of Swords. And I'll pull clarity on that in a second. So I think you're going to come to a realization this year, Taurus, that maybe what you're doing in work is not all that you want to do. Especially if you work for other people and you've always wanted to work for yourself, or there's some kind of creative project that you've been yearning to take on. Okay? Because especially with the Page of Wands here and the Ace of Pentacles, there's this, especially in the first quarter or the first 6 months of the year, there's this big desire. There's this big desire to start anew. Okay? And again, with the Six of Swords here, correlating back to your spiritual energy, if you're not willing to let go of self-limiting beliefs and excuses as to why it's not time yet, or why it's not possible, or why you can't take the leap, you are going to feel Eight of Swords extremely stuck. And you are going to feel like bound and I almost want to say bound and gagged, like tied. Like you're going to feel like so restricted. You're going to feel like you can't speak your truth. You're going to feel like, nothing will ever happen for you. This is a very martyristic energy. I'm pulling a couple more cards on this. Yeah. Hello. Yep. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. So, Taurus, with the Knight of Pentacles here, planning is essential, right? Taking one step at a time, one foot in front of the other is essential. However, you're already slow moving as it is, and that's not a bad thing, but you have to know that about yourself. The Seven of Wands here is saying that when you assert your truth, when you decide what is for you and what is not, when you decide that, you're going to be successful and you're going to do what you want to do that aligns with you, that aligns with your soul over anything else, then you need to go and do it and not make any excuses as to why. Because with the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck and behind that, the Five of Swords, there may be a tendency to want to go out and drink or have fun or just hang out with your friends or just be in that comfortable place. And that will cause you to lose steam in this creative venture. Okay, your fun this year really needs to be your passion projects. Yeah, I split the deck and the King of Wands came up again. So you may also be getting inspired from love, or you may finally be financially pursuing something you love. Okay, so don't allow anyone or anything to deter you. Okay, you have to claim your success for you. Nobody else is going to claim it for you, Taurus. Virgo. So obviously, again, overall energy is relationships. I'm attracted to those who serve my higher good. And for us specifically, Virgo, we have happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. That is so straightforward. Like straight up, if you're not happy, well then, I guess it's time to revisit some things. Now, I listened to an amazing teaching this morning from Matt Kahn. He travels all around, but his YouTube channel is True Divine Nature, I believe. And he actually spoke about happiness today and saying how still, no matter what, he explained it in a better way than I'm going to, but we still put so many conditions on happiness. And when we're not happy about certain things, doesn't matter what they are, it also prevents us from being happy about like the things that we still already have. So know that nothing is limiting your happiness, Virgo. It is always available to you, especially in relationships. If you're unhappy in a relationship, you have to understand that you trying to even be in it is your own problem. There's nothing and no one to blame. You know, not that you need to blame yourself, but we're the ones that decide to show up or not show up. You know what I mean? In situations. So if we're giving our energy to it and simultaneously complaining about it, that is super defeating. So no need to do all that. Okay, I'm not going to take this card, so I want to focus more. So what is the overall spiritual energy spirit for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising in 2018? 3 cards in the bottom of the deck. What is the most prominent energy for Virgo spiritually in 2018, spirit? Okay, we'll take those. Bang. Here we go. We have the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords combined with the Eight of Cups. Whew. All right, so intuition is going to be coming in hot. By the way, overall energy is the Queen of Wands. And I love this. This energy, I feel like Queen of Wands energy is so foreign to Virgo in general. So to know that this is what we're embodying, because you guys know I'm a Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising. So to know that that's what Virgo is embodying is such a beautiful energy, because the Queen of Wands doesn't give a about anybody else but herself. Especially people, things, scenarios that don't serve her spirit, don't serve the fact that she, again, she knows her divine purpose, and she's not afraid to act on it. So this is all about acting on intuition this year, Virgo. Okay, this is not a year to ruminate. This is not a year to observe and take notes and whatever. No, this is a year to own your power, claim your power, and go out and show everybody why you're the cat's meow. Okay, with the Knight, with the Knight of Swords here, I see this as intuition coming in hot. Coming in hot. I know for me, I get a lot from my dreams. So if you dream vividly, please pay attention to those. Please do something to document them. Okay. Also, the need to speak your truth and to speak life into what you do and who you are, no matter where you are, is important as well. With the Nine of Cups here, you're going to come into a state of satisfaction this year. And it's interesting because you go from the Nine of Cups to the Eight of Cups, but the Eight of Cups is coupled with the Ace of Wands, or excuse me, Swords. So it ends up becoming a 9 again. So as you sit into your happiness, as you sit into this comfortability that, wow, like, I really know myself. I really, know what I want. You may see, I don't even think this is going to be big. I think this is going to be really small. Yeah, it's going to be really small. You're going to see a couple tendencies that you have on a spiritual level that are still more indulgent than they are helpful. And with the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups here, you're going to quickly, especially towards the end of the year, see anything. You're going to see the purpose in them, like why you held on to them and why they were there. And then you're going to quickly move away from that. Okay. And it's all going to be related to, in my belief, old things that you have not let go yet on an emotional level. Most likely beliefs in what happiness means to you, how you can show up in service while also being really, really true to yourself. Because Virgo is always serving, no matter what position or place they role they take in society. So there's a teeny bit more baggage, if you will, to leave behind, Virgo, but it's not going to hold you back. You're gonna be really clear about it really soon. So no stress. All right. The overall love energy for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Spirit cards are bugging. For the month, or rather the year of 2018. One of these cards flips upside down and it spun itself, and I don't even shuffle for reversal, so I'll be interested to see if it pops out. So what I want to say to that really quick is, I think things are completely turning around in relationships, whatever that means. Wherever you've been at for a while, I see things totally turning around for you, Virgo. Okay? Woo! This is so interesting. We're definitely pulling more cards, though. So we have Death, the Lovers, and the Four of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Okay? So, Virgo. You know we low-key love codependency because we love taking care of people. It seems so much easier to take care of other people than it does to take care of ourselves. Why? Oh, why? I don't know. I will say, as someone who serves the collective in a more active way than like other roles that we can take, when you do step into a service role as a Virgo, I feel like if you're not actively serving the way that your soul has intended, you do have a stronger tendency than other Virgos or just other people in general to hop into codependent situations. It is going to be imperative this year that you see where you give your power away, and you see where you feed an indulgent, more carnal, egotistical energy in love. When I say egotistical, I mean ego-driven, not driven from source, driven from a place of shadow. With Death here, transformation is coming quick. Okay, I see this happening by the time, well, Jupiter's in Scorpio, so probably by the time Uranus enters Taurus, this is going to have solidified. You have felt that there needs to be a change, right? Again, the way that you use your power and the way that you function in relationships. I know that pretty much 90% of the Virgos that are watching this know that they can function in a codependent manner and that it's not super healthy. With the Lovers, first and foremost, this is about a choice, okay? And choosing which path you're ready and willing to take, okay? Because if you let this Four of Pentacles manifest as stubbornness, as feeling like you got it all under control and you'll do whatever you can to hold on to what you have, because God forbid, you know, you don't move into another relationship or you spend another year alone or whatever, this Lover situation is going to be you more choosing the Devil. Choosing those things, people, scenarios that are limiting, but they provide you some type of consistency and some type of familiarity. With the Lovers, you always have an option to ascend, okay? For you, Virgo, more particularly, beautiful. There's a need to allow yourself to receive. I actually got this message really strongly in a drink the other night as well. When you give yourself the power to receive, Empress, right? When you step into your Empress energy, you say, not only am I capable, but I am so capable and self-assured that I'm ready to let somebody take care of me. Okay? And when I went to go further clarify the Lovers, we got the Six of Pentacles, which Taurus also got, and the Fool. Okay? So you're setting a new set of boundaries this year, Virgo, especially as it relates to happiness in relationships, happiness in love, that is bringing you in a whole new world, okay? You've never, ever been in a place like this before. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups, okay? This is something that's going to be passionate and emotionally fulfilling, okay? So you're not going to have to leave behind that devilish type of sexual energy that you love and we all love. I mean, hello. But please know that you never have to hold on tight to anything, okay? People that want to be in your life, situations that are healthy for you, yes, they require energy, but when it comes to people like Virgos, you don't need to feed in more than what you already do naturally, okay? Know that. So choose receptive mode, okay? Choose your higher self. Don't think about it. Don't ruminate on it. Don't look for clues. Just live it. And when you go into these scenarios, ask yourself, how do I feel? Is my power balanced? Are they giving to me as much as I'm giving to them? I don't think you're even going to have to question that, okay? And speaking of the Four of Pentacles in this regard, because I don't really see a lot of Virgos faltering and having trouble gaining this understanding. The Four of Pentacles here in this case is something that has staying power, okay? Again, this is a partner that is stable all on their own. And you finally are so stable that you know you can't even afford to give anyone else stability. So again, until you're like your own cheerleader, Virgo, until you know, again, like I said in the beginning, that you're the cat's meow, relationships are going to be more of you doing, and getting resentful. I don't see you really tipping into that. I see you shifting that this year. But obviously that potential is always there, okay? When you're aware and willing to let go of any and everything that makes you feel like something outside of you is controlling you, all is well. Right. So, Spirit, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for 2018, what is the energy of finances and career? I'm over here throwing stuff. Finances and career. Finances and career. All right, beautiful. Overall energy is the Seven of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you may not see manifestation till fourth quarter, okay, or at least after Jupiter leaves Scorpio, because that's a trine, that's a supportive trine for you. However, need not worry, okay? Please, please, please do not worry. Worrying delays manifestation, big time, big time. But to see all this pentacle energy here in your finance and career reading, and I think you're the first sign to honestly get pentacles in your finance and career reading. You are owning your shit. Again, Virgo, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. You are so focused on being a master at what you do, especially if you do creative work, okay? And again, there is no time to ruminate, okay? You are financially secure. Nothing that you're doing is going to deplete your savings, is going to take you off your financial block. I don't see, yeah, especially if you do any type of spiritual work or you listen to your intuition. If you listen to your intuition, I do not see you losing a dime, okay? So please don't have that concern, all right? Even if, like, you come into expenses and, you know, it takes you and you have to use a credit card or something like that, it may take you a couple months to pay it off, 3-4 months or whatever, but that money will return, okay? But it's imperative that you continuously take action, Knight of Wands. Normally, I would say don't be impulsive with the Knight of Wands. However, Virgos, it's extremely challenging for a Virgo to be impulsive. So have no fear, okay? Act. When you get an opportunity that speaks to your heart, act on it, act on it, act on it, okay? There's going to be a lot of movement. Nine of Cups came up again when I cut the deck. There's going to be a lot of movement, but it's going to bring you all of your dreams, okay? All of your dreams. So, Virgo, that's some good stuff right there. All right. So, now we're moving on to Capricorn. What up, Cap? So, remember, overall energy for the earth signs is relationships. I'm attracted to those who serve my higher good. And Saturn is not letting y'all do anything less than that anyways. And then we have service. I feel good when I can help others. So, not that you don't already serve the other, Capricorn. However, when we're not in a strong personal place, when we struggle to just have our own bare necessities, you know, in our grip, if you will, it can make serving others seem like way out of our price range, way out of our reach. And it's probably primarily because, you know, Pluto's been there for a while and Pluto ain't, you know, kicking ass and taking names. But it's time now. Saturn is coming home. It's home. And it's time to get down to business. So let's see what the overall energy spiritually for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising is in 2018, Spirit. What is the overall energy spiritually? That's way too many cards. spiritually for Capricorn in 2018. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Overall energy is justice. So, whew, anywhere you have felt like you have been done wrong, Capricorn, anywhere you feel like you have been slighted, shorted, or the universe was shitting on you while everybody else is getting away with it, not anymore, okay? We have the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, which Virgo also had in this part of the spread, and we have the Three of Wands. So, Eight of Cups, right off the bat this year, we are leaving behind any limiting beliefs that we hold close to our heart. All that old emotional baggage, especially as it relates to relationships and the way that we serve ourselves and serve others and the imbalance there, is getting rectified and left behind. Is it going to hurt a little bit? Yeah. But I don't see you being too torn up about it. I know that you know it's time. It's time to ascend, okay? I know that you know that. So I'm not going to beat it into your head. Just heed that information. With the Queen of Wands in the center, this is all about claiming your personal power, especially as it relates to having a spiritual practice, okay? It's essential that you have a spiritual practice and that you don't compromise your energy and your mission and your value for anybody, okay? It is essential. You are also stepping into a position where even though you are go, 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 right? Because the Queen of Wands she focuses on the future. She's not only intuitive, but she acts on her intuition. She doesn't need any type of additional prompting. Not only that, but I see old structures getting left behind. I see you moving into something that is more free-flowing, okay? Less rigidity, less, again, just less focus on anyone outside of yourself. Anyone or anything outside of yourself. With the Three of Wands here, you're turning your back on your old lifestyle. Okay, you're totally turning your back on your own lifestyle because finally, you have faith. You have faith that Spirit is eclipsing. Okay, so this may happen at the eclipse. Spirit is eclipsing those situations and people that have caused you pain. Now, granted, all of our pain has a purpose, and essentially we drew in that experience to experience, to have that pain and to awaken to whatever it is that we needed to learn. However, with justice here, this is like a karmic rectification, okay? This is Spirit handling business, okay? So don't feel like you need to seek any revenge. Don't feel like you need to right any wrongs. Don't feel like you need to do anything outside of serving yourself, because even though this card says, I feel good when I can help others, you can't help others until you help yourself. And every time you help yourself, you help others. So embrace the vision. Embrace this new world that is opening up in front of you in a big, big way, okay? With the Queen holding her own wand and the Three of Wands here, you are formulating a spiritual foundation that you have previously not had, okay? And it may take you some time to feel it, okay? It may take some time to feel it, but it's the dawn of a new day, baby, okay? And it's here. You don't have to wait any longer. So you need, even if you can't see it or even hear it or whatever, you just need to believe that it's there and act. Oh my God. Did y'all see that? And act accordingly. Okay. Jeez Louise. Oh, nah. All right, Capricorn. Here we go for love. Spirit, what is Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What is the most prominent relationship and love energy in 2018? 2018. You know what? That's kind of a lot of cards, but we're going to take it. We'll take it. Overall energy is the Seven of Wands. Draw those boundaries. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. I also see this as you beating off suitors. Okay? I think a lot of you are understanding that until you can take on a role that serves you in the relationship, you first have to serve yourself. Yeah. I don't think you're really going to indulge in a relationship. And if you do, it's going to be one that you already know is healthy and it's all good. But for those of you that are single, I think you may stay single, but no, it's going to be a choice. It's not going to be that nobody comes in. It's just going to be that you have too many other things on your mind and on your plate. Like, it's just not worth it. We have the Star, the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So if you are in a relationship, I think by the middle of the year, you're going to realize that it's just too much. It's just too much on your plate. Love and romance is too much on your plate right now. And like to actively engage in it. With the Star here, I think you're finally ready to embrace that vulnerability is key in relationship. And also on the flip side of this, if you had been struggling to believe in relationship or that relationships could ever happen for you, with the High Priestess here, I think you're going to see the truth, right? And it's going to be something that's internally revealed to you. Okay, because until we're willing to bare our soul to another person, it's very difficult to show up to a relationship that is honest, or to attract a relationship that's honest and that serves your highest purpose. So it's okay, Capricorn, if you're not ready to bear that part of yourself in relationship and it feels like too much of a burden, that's fine, but you need to have the foresight to step away. With the Four of Pentacles here, I think that you're going to realize it's more about the money right now, that it's more about you creating financial security and physical security for yourself, and you're going to withdraw and take more time to really get to know what you want. Now, notice that the first and the last card both have stars in them. Okay, so for those of you that have been wanting to actualize your dreams or actualize things where you'd be seen in the public eye or use social media to be seen, I see that as that being your focus, okay? Because until you truly know yourself inside and out, which granted, you know, we always have to revisit it, but again, I see you really withdrawing from relationships more than anything, Capricorn. But again, for the highest and best good, like it's not like you're getting dumped. Like, so if you're in a happy relationship, then by all means, because you can do those kind of things in a relationship that's already stable and healthy. But if you're single, I see you deciding to stay single. You got some dates coming in. You got some people coming in, Seven of Wands, that kind of are making you show up and questioning your boundaries. Okay? You're getting your boundaries tested and questioned in love this year. All to decide if you're ready to be vulnerable, and if you're not, then, you know, you're going to take your time. Okay, look, whew, this just popped up too. 10 of Cups. So with the Emperor. So what's really going to bring you this amazing satisfaction, this emotional fulfillment that you've always been wanting, is the Emperor, which not only is like, you know, the husband energy, right? But it's also you having structure to your life before your partner arrives. Okay, you have to be the structure, Capricorn. Not that people can't come in with their own structure, they can, but they also can't create it for you just because, like, if you don't want to create structure for somebody else, then you can't expect someone to come in and provide you structure. So I think you're going to spend time doing that yourself, and then you're going to realize how happy you are without a partner. And that's kind of the key to bringing in relationships that are healthy, is that when you realize, like, damn, I'm good all by myself, that's when he or she arrives. All right. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising in 2018, Spirit, what is the energy of their financial and career sector? 2018, Capricorn. What is the energy? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Geez, Virgo got the Lovers too. I think it was in love though. Overall energy is the Two of Wands. I apologize. This is like shiny. We have the Fool, the Lovers, and the Ace of Pentacles. So, Two of Wands, some of you may move for work, or may start doing some work that puts you in the world stage. Again, like I was saying with the love thing. You're leaving behind things that were just barely inspiring. You're stepping into something that is a lot bigger. Okay, but this is a vision. So it's going to take time for it to manifest, especially with the Fool here first, and especially for those that are moving or moving into a new career field or just ready to get a fresh start. Even just moving to, you know, a new position in your job. There's definitely just something brand new about how you're approaching work and money this year, Capricorn. With the Lovers here, similar to what I told Virgo, this is ultimately about unifying your masculine and feminine energy together so that you know when it's time to receive and when it's time to exert energy, okay? Because if you never know how to receive, you're automatically going to get burnt out eventually. Okay, you have to know how to receive from other people, and you have to know how to take divine intelligence, divine signs, and automatically translate them into an applicable piece of information. Okay, with the Ace of Pentacles here, it may take you time to hit your crossroads. It may take you time to really decide, all right, what avenue is serving me and which avenue is not serving me, which one allows me to be the fullest expression of myself, which doesn't. This can also be finding new business relationships and creating new, new partnerships in business. But ultimately, the opportunity that you get, Capricorn, in finance and career is going to be something that you have been dreaming about for a really, really long time. You're going to feel so good about yourself at the end of the year. There will be a tendency to want to believe it's too good to be true because you've had things go awry so much, but it's your job to fight that off, okay? I love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I will connect with you again soon in your January readings. Peace.